Birthday and the Bark and Brew
Happy
at
birthday.
Keeley Park. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. So the Bark and Brew is happening again Saturday, May 21st at Keeley Park at the American One Event Center. It'll be from 1 to 6 p.m. There'll be great tastings, food trucks, and a doggy talent show, which I'm looking forward to. Thanks to TAC, thanks to Trips, thanks to everyone involved. Tickets on sale now.
Joining us now is one of the founders of the group People for the Parks and Trails of Jackson, Aaron Dimick. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I think you're also the president of the group.
That's right. I am the president.
So talk about this group. Started a little over a year ago, correct? Or has it been 2 years already?
We are just under a year.
Under a year.
We officially got
Okay.
started in August of 2021.
Okay.
So we're coming up on our year anniversary. So we'll have to do a birthday party, I think, for ourselves.
It's amazing how much you guys have accomplished in that short time.
It's been really inspiring to see, and I have helped lead the efforts, but of course I can't do it without Andrew Sargent, and I have a board as well, and we have a lot of dedicated volunteers who come out to every event. So really cannot do it without them. It's really been a huge community collaborative effort, and it's amazing to see.
Here's some of your volunteers. Wow, that's a lot. Is this
Yes.
the
So
last
this
event?
was- Yeah, this was our most recent event. This was a collaboration with Grow Jackson at the MLK Center. So we are two community upstart nonprofits, so we thought it'd be good to collaborate. So we got both of our volunteers together, and almost 40 people came out to volunteer. So a lot of it was some hard labor in the garden, doing a lot of digging up, removing a lot of the weeds, and getting the garden ready for spring.
Some of the projects that you've been able to complete, I mean, really talk about kind of cleaning up the neighborhoods. Really, what should people be aware of when they're using our parks and trails? How can they help out and keep things nice?
Yeah, part of our group is going out to do those maintenance projects, but the larger picture of it is we want people to take ownership over their public spaces, whether that's downtown, whether that's a sidewalk, whether that's the pedestrian trails, or if it's a park. So we just want people to take ownership over it and community pride in it. So myself, when I'm out and about, if I see a plastic bag or a water bottle, I take ownership and I pick it up. So we're hoping that by getting people involved in our parks and in our community, we'll have more community pride for our parks, and people will take more ownership over what we do here.
Got one event under your belt this year already, and the next one is coming up.
Yeah, we've actually had two events.
Two events?
Yes.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
We were at Grover Lake Park, and then we did the Grow Jackson Garden. But then we have two more this May that we're very excited about. So coming up on the 7th is at Betsy Butterfield Park at 10 a.m. We're going to be doing some cleaning up of the gardens there and mulching the playground. It's a hop-in spot as far as neighborhood parks go. So we want to...
It's where I grew up, and you live near there,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
It's a great park.
Yep, so there's a lot of traffic there, so we want to help support it. And then trash is a frequent problem on the MLK Equality Trail. So we want to do a cleanup there in late May on May 25th at 6 p.m. We're going to be meeting at New Leaf Park. And kind of what we do is we divide the volunteers. Half of the people start at New Leaf Park and the other half go to the MLK Center. And then they meet in the middle and we pick up trash. And also another effort that we're doing right now is we want to raise funds. We are an official nonprofit, which is really exciting. But of course, with that kind of comes some upstart costs. So we want to take care of some things like that. But then we also want to get started with park improvements. We talked with the Parks and Recreation Department, and we have plans for raising funds for things like trash cans, bike racks, wayfinding signs, things like that. So people can donate through our website. You can go to peoplefortheparks.org, and there is a donate page, and you can make a tax-deductible donation.
Oh. Was it you or your brother Joey that fell off the top of that curly slide at Betsy Butterfield
Yeah,
Park?
we had to call Dr. Mano and he cracked his head open. It was on a Sunday. Yeah, I grew up at that park. I mean, baseball, football, and of course there's been improvements over the years.
Right.
Grandma had a baseball go right through her window
Yeah.
once there on Park. But our community, we are so blessed to have all of these parks and trails. I say this a lot, but anytime I host a friend from out of town, they cannot believe the park assets we have.
It is a huge part of Jackson's quality of life. It is why I chose to live where I live, and why I chose to live in the city of Jackson is because of the great access that we have to our parks and trails. I don't look at it as if that our parks and trails are in big need of rescuing. I think it is a quality of life issue that we have here in Jackson. Our parks and trails are a huge contributor to our quality of life, so why not work together to make that better? And we know that the city of Jackson has 28 parks, which is a huge number. I visited them all last summer to get an idea. And it's a really big number. And with the city of Jackson, sometimes there is a limited staff that can get to all those places, and they have a lot of demands. They do parks, recreation, cemeteries. They handle burials as well. So there's a lot that they have to do at our cemeteries even. So it's more about looking at doing the light projects like picking up sticks and leaves and trash, and maybe thinking about fundraising for things that our city can't always afford. Little extra things like maybe it's signs on the MLK Equality Trail or bike racks, just really small improvements to make our parks even better.
Don't break glass on the MLK Trail.
Or any trail for that matter.
Yeah, or any trail.
Yes.
If we want to help and are interested, what do we do?
Yes, well, we have 2 upcoming volunteer events on May 7 and May 28. And we're on social media. You can find us there on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then you can go to our website, peoplefortheparks.org, and you can get on our email list, and you can get all the email updates about events and volunteer events and fundraisers. We're looking at doing some fundraisers this summer. We're really excited about that. I understand that everyone wants to walk along a trail and pick up trash or go around a park and pick up sticks. I understand that.
Yeah.
But we want everyone's talents. We want everyone to be able to contribute. So maybe you're not physically able to do that. You can help out in other ways with fundraising or organizing. We want to bring everyone to the table here to help our parks and trails.
You should get some shirts.
That is the next step, yes. That is on the list of things to do.
Aaron is an avid user of the parks and trails. In fact, the linear trail, he's a runner, and you were in the, I saw you Saturday at the ORS
Yes.
FSCA 5K.
Look at that form.
It's really good. That's good for them.
Well, you have to know when you're in the photo zone, and I know that there was a JTV photographer at the finish line, so I thought this is the time to run upright and pose.
Yeah, we see a lot of people go from walking to running, and at that
Uh-huh.
spot. So how was it? Was that the first race you did in a long time?
I did the Grow Jackson
Okay.
run in early February. This one obviously was a lot easier to do, but I was very proud of myself because it was my best time as an adult. It was interesting because it was my worst time from high school cross country, but it's my best time as a 36-year-old, and I will take that.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for running, and great turnout. Turns out 160 people participated in that event, and they raised over $5,000 for FSCA. So thanks
That's great.
for your participation. You gonna be in the next one?
I am planning on it, yes.
Yeah, you're a runner now, full time.
For sure.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for what you and Andrew and all the volunteers are doing for our community. Aaron Dimick, president of the People for the Parks and Trails of Jackson. Very talented artist is our next guest on the morning show. Stay tuned.